This is a good spot at Tinfiny Ranch when you want to have like a cold beer at the end of the day, but you've got to have the sun down because it's roasting otherwise. But the sun sets over that way, and it gets nice and shady, and there's always a nice breeze up here. So you can sit right here with your beer and some chocolate and just enjoy the evening.
That sounds awesome, Joe. So I'm Joe Burke. I'm here with my good buddy Joe Gresh. We're also known as Dajiu and Arjiu. I'm Dajiu, he's Arjiu. That's a story for another time. But we're out here.
Can I get you a coffee?
That sounds familiar. The joke there is everything, every day, first thing in the morning, Joe would ask me when we get up, you want me to make coffee? We had these little raunchy Nescafe Chinese things and a hot water heater, so we'd boil the water 2 or 3 times and then make coffee out of it. And boy, I'll tell you, that was good. Anyway, we're out here at Tinfiny Ranch, north of La Luz, New Mexico, which is where Joe's home is. This is the first time I've been out here. I've seen some of Joe's videos and his comments on Facebook about it, but I really wanted to see it because it sounded like it was an interesting story. And man, it is. It's just fascinating. So I guess the first question is, Tinfiny, what's the story behind that name?
Well, it's called Tinfiny because everything is made out of tin.
Ah, the Tin Man.
The buildings are tin, the generator room's tin, the roofs are tin, everything's tin.
So you're the Tin Man. Does that make me the what was it, the Lion Man? And who was
the
the other
Scarecrow.
one? The Scare. I'd probably be the Scarecrow.
Although you look a little like the Lion.
Yeah,
too.
maybe. I'm getting a paunch here.
Bert Lair, or whichever one it was.
So how long have you been out here now, Joe?
I think we got this place. We moved here shortly before, or actually during, when we went to China.
Okay.
My wife actually moved here without me.
So a year and a half, 2 years ago?
Maybe 2 years, but we had it before then, but we weren't getting very far. We were just tinkering around, cleaning it up and stuff. But then we had to move from our house because it sold, the one we were renting. And then we really got into a push to get this place where we could move on it.
And you've got a bankable set of projects you're working on out here.
I got endless projects.
Okay.
I got projects. I'll be dead, and these projects won't be done.
How you going to vote after you're dead? Somebody will dig your name up and have you voting for somebody.
Well, I've gone more Democrat, and ever since the bailout. Remember the bailout in 2008?
I do.
When I realized that Republicans actually don't believe a word they say. So that's when I switched to Democrat. So now that I'm a Democrat, but I don't really consider myself a Democrat. I think we can vote anytime, dead or alive.
That's good. That's good. You are a Democrat. That's what they do. That's cool. I have a feeling I'm going to become a Democrat after I'm dead. They'll dig up my name. And
yeah, anyone can be.
Something.
You're dead, alive. You actually probably don't even have to exist.
You realize we just broke every rule we made about not going into politics?
Well, that's it. We're done. We're done with politics.
Okay, we're done with politics. It's one of the reasons we get along so well is when he's wrong, he apologizes, and when I'm wrong, he apologizes. It works out real well for us. So you've got an MGB GT car tucked away between some pine trees over there that you're probably going to sell?
Yeah, that came with the place. The previous owner, I think we would have got along really well. He was into junk. And he had the MGB, he had a motorhome, sailboats, motorcycle, he had junk everywhere. So I've slowly been getting rid of it because most of it wasn't worth anything. But the MGB is pretty nice, and I went through the process of getting the title. So I actually have a title to it and all that kind
That's
of
cool.
stuff.
That looks like a great car. I've always wanted one of those.
Well, you can have that.
No, it's probably more work than I want to put into it, but I appreciate the offer. And I've seen no fewer than 4 motorcycles up here. Is that correct?
There's 1, 2, actually like 6.
I saw the Husky.
You're not counting the mini bike, or did you see the mini bike?
I didn't see the mini bike.
We'll have to go look at the mini bike.
Okay.
And there's also a Honda 50 in boxes.
Okay. Well, I didn't see that either.
But
the ones
4 assembled full-size motorcycles.
How many of them are running?
Only 1.
Ah, my kind of guy. And that's the Yamaha 360?
Yeah, the 71 Yamaha.
And you've got what year is that 900cc Kawi in there? That's the original
That's a
one.
75. No, that's 75. Original was 73 in this country.
But that's brown like the original. That's got that real cool brown color.
Yeah, I like that color.
And that was on the property.
It's like a burgundy. You know?
Okay.
And that was, actually on the property before I bought it, but I wasn't even going to buy this property. They wanted too much money for it. So I bought the motorcycle separately from the lady who owned it. She inherited it from the guy. So I came up here and hauled that motorcycle away. I didn't own the property. And then I've since moved like 3 times, and then it eventually ended right back where it started from.
Awesome. You have a Husky in there.
Yeah.
That's what you just rode. That's a 510. Did I get that right?
510.
A 510cc bike, and that's what you rode in Big Bend with Orlando?
Yep.
Okay. Orlando's the guy who's still wishing he bought an orange RX-3 instead of a blue one. Is
Wow.
that right?
Yeah, well, his blue one's just a little slower than the orange ones.
They say the orange are the fastest. Aren't
Now, the Husky technically runs. It just the clutch doesn't work and the headlight's broken.
they? So by
But I don't even consider that broken down.
I got it. By the Joe Gresh definition, that's a
That's a
running
good
motorcycle.
bike. That's a
And then
usable
there's
bike.
another an Eddie Lawson replica Kawasaki in there.
Yeah, that's a
1100?
ZRX 1100. That's got, it sat a long time, and the
Okay.
carbs are gummed up, and the tire went flat. The valve stem sat so long, the valve stem rotted.
But by your definition, other than those minor
Just
annoyances,
that's it.
it
It-
still runs.
It might run.
Okay, well that's
It needs
good.
a battery,
That's good.
a chain. The brakes are all frozen. The carbs are dirty. So it's really not that bad.
Should we do another video about that to show on a subsequent blog? Because I don't want to get this video.
Yeah, this
too
is already
long.
too long.
Yeah, because
We've
if
lost 14, 15 of them already gone.
Never mind, I won't say it. You know what I was thinking. All right, guys. So Joe Gresh, Joe Burke,
Tinfiny
Arjiu,
Ranch.
Dajiu here at the Tinfiny Ranch in beautiful New Mexico, overlooking White Sands. We're out.
Cool.